Good
They love you.
Hey, guys.
You look fabulous.
Oh, so do you. Fantastic.
I'm telling you, Christian, I met you years ago at like a movie screening or something.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was just telling the guys that's where we met.
The guys,
Yeah,
they're always talking about me.
That's right. That's right. They do. They love you. They love you.
Well, it's nice to see you, and I know you were at NASCAR this weekend, which is what the guys just told me. The guys, that's the only way we communicate.
I know. We're all talking there. Yeah, that was incredible.
Were you driving?
Well, I was driving the pace car. So yeah, I started the race. Basically, I was in the lead for 3 laps. That's really what I was doing.
But isn't that still nerve-wracking with the sound? Even when you're on the racetrack, the sound and the speed is...
It is, yeah. No, your heart starts beating, and you look in your rearview mirror, and there's 40 of those race cars behind you, and they are just chomping at the bit to go, and you're the pace guy, like, oh, okay, guys, don't kill me. It's very, very scary. Yeah, but it was great. And there was a big guy sitting next to me telling me, I had to set the pace at 54 miles an hour, which was a little frustrating, but I did get to, when I was doing the practice, I got it up to like 110.
Whoa.
Going around the track.
What does that feel like?
Feels good. I mean, these guys are going, 300-400 miles an hour?
I know.
I don't know, actually, how fast they're going. But
I'm like, really? Are they? Wow.
Yeah, they're in these rocket cars. But yeah, it's amazing. And then to be down there on the track.
Rocket cars.
Yeah, they're rocket
like
cars.
Cartoons.
Yeah, they're just, flying along. It's incredible. I mean, the sound, it's deafening, and it's quite powerful. Powerful.
You saw the guys from Amazing Race. Have you ever been traveling and lose? Because I always lose stuff, and I think, especially when you're doing films, you have to be so responsible because they're relying on you.
Sure. No, I was backstage talking to the guys. No.
Oh, really? What a coinkydink.
Yeah, I know, it's amazing. No, but I was listening to that story.
Who we listen to? These guys?
Well, those guys. Yeah. And yeah, that happened to me just recently. I went to Washington for the inaugural dinner. It was a big dinner, and it was a lot of fun. I had a great time, visited some amazing places. But after that trip, I was supposed to go on a USO tour to go to Bahrain and Djibouti and all these places.
Well, that's inappropriate.
I know. I'm so sorry. It really is a place. When
you're talking to the guys, you start talking like that.
You do. You just talk about Djibouti. That's how it goes. Yeah, they didn't mention that quite a bit back there. But we're guys. That's what we do. So, yeah, I'm in Washington. I'm there for like 3 days. I had a great time, and I was supposed to get on this flight, and I realized, to go to Africa, and I didn't have my passport. Did not have my passport.
I mean, how do you...
Well, I'm fortunate. I got this...
Because you're famous, they instantly got you.
No. I have a buddy that I work with. This guy.
And he looks like you?
No. This is what my friend did. He had a first-class ticket from L.A. to London. We were going to meet in London. You know what this guy did?
What?
He canceled that. He got on a flight from Los Angeles to Washington and sat in row 48D between 2 people and carried my passport and brought it to me in
Good buddy.
DC. I mean, yeah.
Now, you've been to Africa with your son, correct?
Yeah. I went to Africa the first time 3 years ago with my son. He was 7 at the time, and it was great. It was an incredible experience. We opened up a daycare center.
I know. I love this. This is the part I want you to tell. Because
that was a great experience.
And that 60 children were provided with some schooling and shoes.
A whole facility, and had an arrangement with Puma, and they put 60 pairs of shoes on all these kids' feet that never wore shoes. So that was good. Sadly, my son didn't go on that trip, but it was mating season anyway in Africa.
Were you traveling?
I was by myself. Yeah, I was single, and everything else was having a great time.
I know the feeling because of the guys.
Yeah. It's rough. It really was rough. I went with a couple of friends, who were I went with my buddy David and his girlfriend Jen, and they were having a great time. And we're driving around.
In fact,
this
here's some
truck.
footage of them now.
Yeah, it was
no.
I made a whole new video. It was really, really good. We saw lions and leopards,
man, that must be
and
something.
all of them just going at it. It was great.
Oh.
Very unusual sightings. Yeah,
we'll be right back. More with
sorry.
Christian in a second. No, it's fine.
Well, maybe that's because she was only 15.
Yeah, looks like a good show. I got to watch the pilot. And it's,
cool.
Yeah, it's great because you play, it's so gratifying because you play somebody who used to be a detective and you lost your daughter and...
Yeah, former Chicago police detective whose daughter was kidnapped 2 years ago when she was 8, so it's been a couple of years, and that kind of sent him over the edge. And his partner that he used to work with kind of starts giving him these cases to work on, these John and Jane Doe cases. There's 40,000 John and Jane Doe cases across the country.
Unbelievable.
And there's 1,000 new cases every year.
Well, that's what makes you, when you're watching the story, you want it resolved. You want to see the people get some answers.
Exactly.
And stuff.
Get some closure.
Right.
So that's what my character's kind of doing, is he's filling that void that he has within himself. Then he starts to realize he can give closure to other people, the closure that he can't get himself.
Well, you're great on that show, but I have to show this first.
Yeah?
You were in The Music Man. This is 1980.
Yeah.
Let's, there's Dick Van Dyke, okay? Does it get any better than that?
Yeah.
And let's look at that great shot of you, Christian, because you were way...
I'm right there. I'm right that guy.
No, not this guy.
No,
this
the
guy.
little guy behind
There it
me.
is.
Yeah.
Look at that highlighted.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, this came about because your dad was on Ryan's Hope. He was Frank Ryan.
Yes. Yeah, my dad was Frank Ryan. That's my father.
Yes.
There he is.
That's a part of us, especially my age group.
Yeah.
So were you hanging out on the set as a kid? Were you a showbiz kid?
Yeah, no, he used to take me with him, and sure, I remember that very fondly. I used to ride around. I used to sit on the steps of the camera, and they would just push me around because it's fun how they're on wheels. It's cool.
And what did your mom do?
She's a casting director.
Oh my gosh, you were really immersed.
Oh, I was immersed, yeah.
And did they just expect that this would be what you would do, or did they see your talent?
No, well, what happened was my mother was a guest on a talk show, like this late night talk show called the Joe Franklin Show.
Oh, I remember that show.
So it was a late night cable guy. He's kind of a legend, I guess, in the city and on cable. And I was standing by the cameras one night while my mother was the guest, and he was like, "Hey, kid, why don't you come on over and sit down on the couch?" And so I did. I sat down next to my mother, and the next day we got the call from this director, Michael Kidd. And
for The Music Man?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so then I went in and auditioned. And
you earned it all naturally.
I think so. I mean, hey.
Yeah,
I'll say. Yeah. But, I got to give credit to my father. I mean, he did teach me the song that got me the job.
What was it?
It was Zippity Doo Dah.
You don't still sing? Can I hear a little bit?
It's a little different now, but yeah.
It's a couple octaves lower.
Yeah, a couple octaves lower, but it's zippity doo dah, zippity hey, my oh my,
what a wonderful day.
Okay, plenty of sunshine. I'm going to start marching up and down the aisle.
Zippity doo dah,
zippity hey. Mr. Bluebird. Oh, sorry. Just keep going like a lunatic. Yeah.
Cut 2 pages of calendar falling. Stick to you. I'm like that lady in Great Expectations. You're very endearing. Really nice to spend time with you.
Thank you very much.
Forgotten Years tonight at 10 p.m. on ABC. When we come back, we're going to chat with my mom. Want tickets for the show? NTM. Speaking of stuff that goes on the show, do we have that footage of Christian Slater during the commercial break yesterday?
Yes.
When he's telling me how I should defend myself. And Michael Kaplan, who works on our show, one of our producers, our associate producer, he takes a karate class with Christian. So, hey, Michael, you weren't expecting Christian to do this whole thing yesterday. But he saw you and he's like, come up here during the commercial break. He's like, come on, Michael, let's teach Bonnie some defensive moves. So I just want to share it with you guys. You have to come to the live tapings of the show because everything happens so much. I wish we could go straight through without any commercials. Here you go, Christian Slater and Michael.
Let's see. Oh, that's good.
Careful,
Yeah.
you won't
Take
be able
out
to-
the jacket. We don't have that. So yeah, well, I did Conan a couple nights ago, and he only let me do some of the move that I was trying. I was trying to show him defense maneuver 10, and he only let me get so far. So let me show you the part the only part I got to was I blocked it and I went like that.
Oh,
and
dear.
that's when Conan stopped me.
Yeah, he'll be able to sing Zippity Doodah like
Yeah,
you.
exactly. He'll hit all the high notes. Yeah. All right, so we go. And thumb down.
Oh.
And I get him.
You got another one? I don't know. He was protected.
Yes, he was.
What the heck? Okay, and that's hysterical. God bless her, that's funny.